So Bono7 had been asking about DECRED, and he's requested to see if I can do an analysis of that. I had done that in the past, but I think it's a good time to do it again as a refresher, especially with new price data having come in. So here it is. Now here, if you don't have a pump and dump, if there isn't one, I mean, this is it. From 700 plus to 43 cents. You know, when I see this, it gets me mad. This is a pump and dump. There were a lot of bag holders because some SOBs really did a job on them. Not good. This came out in March, and I think this was one of the ones that some of those YouTube personalities were shilling for it, and I got paid for it too. Shamelessly shilling for it. I won't name any, but if you just look at some of those videos, it's obvious who those YouTube personalities were, and they're still doing it on these ICOs. So be careful with the ICOs. Anyways, having said that, so here is the update chart on a daily basis. And what we're seeing here is, let's say, it's a really messy chart, a very volatile. Yeah, let's put in a logarithmic form, makes more sense. So anyways, we'll call this A, and we can label it A, B, and we can call this C. So if this was ABC, and then we have a potential trend change, that trend change has to happen in 5 waves. So can we count 5 waves here? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Very nice impulsive waves. And for those of you, for Elliott waves who are new to Elliott waves, there are certain rules that these waves have to abide by. Wave 1 must have 5 subwaves. And it sure does have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 makes up subwaves of this one. This has to be a 3-wave retrace. Therefore, I can call it A, B, C. And that A, B, C make up subwaves of wave 2. Now wave 1 and 2 has a relationship. And that relationship rule is that the bottom of 2 cannot be equal to or exceed the bottom of 1. No problem on that. And here, even at the subwave level, the bottom of 2 cannot equal or exceed the bottom of 1. And then after wave 1, wave 2, there's 3. 3 also has 5 waves. Let's see if we can count those 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Sorry, I have to get the numbers, not the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 5 waves become the subwaves of wave 3. So wave 1 must have 5 subwaves. Wave 3 must have 5 subwaves. Wave 2 only has ABC. Wave 4 also has only ABC. So all the odd numbers have 5 subwaves. All the even numbers have 3 waves. A, B, C. That makes wave 4. And wave 4, the bottom of wave 4, which is here, cannot overlap with the top of 1. No problem. Check. Even at the subwave level, the bottom of wave 4 here cannot overlap with 1. No problem. The bottom of wave 4 here cannot overlap with the wave of 1 subwave 1 top. And here's wave 5. Let's see if we can count 5 subwaves for wave 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 5 has 5 subwaves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 1 has 5 subwaves, 2 has 3 in the form of ABC. So every 5 waves must be followed by an ABC retrace. And that retrace, in my opinion, usually goes to the prior wave 4, but not always like this. Wave 3 has 5 subwaves too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 waves, what happens? You get a retrace. This one came down pretty close to wave 4, prior wave 4. Wave 5 also. Now, after 5 waves are put in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there must be a requisite ABC correction. And how do you think that correction will look like? I think it'll look like this. Oh, jeez. Forgot to make it ABC. I think it'll be like A, B, to the prior wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. In that zone. A, B, C for B. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. C waves always have 5 waves, whether it's a flat or zigzag. It'll be like that. Now let's look at A and B. Let's see if we can use a pattern. What do you call this? If I draw a line like a flagpole, this is called a flag. But what kind of a flag is it? It's pointing upwards, so it's called a bearish flag. So, yes, I believe DECRED has a correction to go. It's put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is a logarithmic chart, so the reach could be a lot worse represented than it is. So let's delog it. So then instead of okay, same thing here. A, B, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here is where the prior wave 4 is right here. So still the same thing, whether it's logged or not actually. Right here is the prior wave 4, 3, 4. So let's go back to the log then. Oh, keep forgetting about that. There you go. Okay. So while you might have good sentimental affection for DECRED for some of you, in my opinion, as a technical analyst, the way I see it, once 5 waves are placed, you've got nothing but a 3-wave correction due. It is a requirement. And I've explained in past videos, for those of you who are new readers and new followers, I urge you to spend the past few days of past videos and just review it. Listen to it, for 1 a day or so, maybe 2 videos a day. It might be very helpful because it explains in repeated manner. In every video, I try to repeat the basics, the rules of counting, and then the patterns. So in this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There must be an ABC retrace. We have ABC in 3-wave for A, B, C in 3-wave for B. C is always 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think this will go down to maybe $7 or so as the correction, because that's where the prior wave 4 is. Could it end here? Yes, could it end here? Anywhere below A could end, potentially. But there has to be a relationship between the length of A, B, and C. Now, there are times when C for cryptos is very short, much shorter than A. But here A is short as it is anyways. B is very extended. And now here we're going to maybe see a pulsing down of prices, potentially. Is it possible so that this is A, B, C and it's done? Yeah, that's possible. But it would have to indicate some phenomenal bullish potential, and it's already crossed here. The MACD down. So my primary count is ABC down to maybe 7-ish, 10-ish. Time-wise, maybe take until the end of the year, I believe. Unless it's very swift. If it's very swift, then you can be looking at something like that. But I don't think so. Sometimes when this is wave B is very extended, it could just plunge through like a knife. Okay, so that's my analysis on DECRED. If you have any questions, please do post your questions in the comment section. Also, I hope I have earned the right to now ask you for your upvote, follow, and maybe consider a re-steam. It'll really help me with the visibility that I can capture so that others can join in the fun. Thank you.